Namaskar and very warm welcome to all our viewers and learners in this live phone-in session of CIET and NCERT. I am Renu Bhatt with you all, and dear learners and viewers, you are watching us live on PMeVIDYA channel number 3rd, and on our NCERT official YouTube channel. The topic that we are going to discuss today in this particular session is from English subject, and this is for 3rd standard students. The topic is picture story, reading using pictures. So what exactly that means? Is that means we are reading something, or it means just we are reading some story? What exactly that means? For more details, we have our expert with us. You are Ms. Kulvinder Kaur. You are TGT English from Sarvodaya Kanya Vidyalaya, Vijay Enclave, Delhi. Very warm welcome, ma'am.
Thank you, Renu.
And dear learner, it's our live phone-in session, so we expect your participation in this live session. You can call us, you can drop a mail, and you can drop a comment also. You can call us on our telephone number, that is 8800440559. Either you can drop a mail at our email address, that is dth.class3rd@ciet.nic.in. And in case you have joined us through our live streaming, that means you are on our YouTube channel NCERT official. Go to the live chat box and drop your comment out there. Our expert will be happy to answer all your queries and doubts, and if you have an experience, feel free to connect to us and share it with us. So ma'am, by the time our learners and viewers joined us, I'll get to you, and I just want to ask you about the topic, that is picture story. What exactly that topic means?
Yes, Renu, you rightly mentioned that this topic, and you have raised a very nice question that what actually we are going to do. Is it we are going to do some reading or something? Yes, today our session is about reading.
Okay.
And reading, why reading? Because reading is the basic thing. For English language, it is very basic that we should know how to read. Everyone says that you must read. So, but in today's session, there is a new way of reading that we'll be talking about and discussing.
Yeah, I'm quite curious about it.
And I know my kids, they might be also very curious, and they'll also love that way. It's a very new and unique, because this is 21st century and we talk about 21st century skills. So we should change some pattern, and let's dive into it. But before we go into it, deep into it, we'll discuss some of the reasons that why we should read.
Why reading
is so much important. Everyone says that reading is of utmost importance, and we should know how to read. So why? We'll first see that why reading is given so much importance.
Right.
Why? So when we read, it motivates us to know, to learn about the things. It is the foundation of all the learning. Any learning that we want to do, if we are reading, then we can excel that learning, and it helps us in developing our creativity. You might have heard teachers or parents saying to their children, you should be creative, think critically, but kids don't know how to do it. So what they have to do? They just have to read. And it enhances our vocabulary. And if we have a good vocabulary, if children have good vocabulary, they can express themselves verbally and in writing. So you see, it is the base of everything. Even if you want to excel in speaking and in writing, you just need to read. And you know, children who read often become better learners, and not just only in schools, but in all spheres of life.
Right.
They excel in every area. So are you ready to read?
Yes, ma'am.
So excited?
Very much, ma'am.
I would like to have your help, and I would like you to read the next slide. Okay.
Okay.
Oh my God, why are you laughing?
Just because if we look at the picture or the screen, there is only a cat, right? And cat is drawing something.
Okay. Yes.
So,
So you
am I
are
reading the right?
so you are just surprised because there are not letters written over there.
Right.
I think that's why you got wondered that it is just a
Picture.
and what should I read in this picture? But even then you tried that it is a cat and this cat is drawing something. That means a picture in itself is worth 1,000 words.
Right.
It speaks for itself. Every picture speaks for itself, and this is the uniqueness of our today's session, that will be reading using pictures. So if you see that why we read through pictures. You saw the cat over there, and this cat, you didn't have to read C-A-T, cat.
Exactly.
It had an instant effect. It was a visual that had an instant effect that we can quickly read them. First you thought that you will have to read C-A-T, but there was not C, there was not A. Then what to read about it? Now, there could be various ways. If you see, when I showed it to my children in the class and they tell me, ma'am, could it be that there is some baby in it and he wanted to draw something and he wore that costume of cat? So that is just the level. Means visuals can take you to different places. Yes, and the peers, even if the peers, the co-students, if they are even at different levels, they can read the same picture. So this is why we use visuals. Now,
and the very same pictures, children can explain the thing in their own way.
Yeah,
so
they can have different perspectives, different opinions. And today in this, we'll be talking about how they can and how teachers and parents can help their children view the picture and read the picture in a different way, so that they are able to construct a story.
Right.
Because Renu, earlier I also used, since so many years, I have used pictures with my own students, but not that closely. It is very recently that I have also started this close reading of picture. And how simply and easily we can do with the material available in our vicinity, that will also discuss over here.
Sure.
So there is a picture on our screen, you can see. Yes. So what do you see over here?
I can see a boy who is enjoying, I mean, he's swimming and he's enjoying.
Yes, and you have framed two sentences out of it just because earlier you were hesitant, but now you have got into the practice that you can make so many sentences out of it, that he is a boy and with a smile on his face,
Right.
you can say that he is enjoying,
Right.
and it must be summer weather because he is in water and he is enjoying and he is not shivering. So there's so much that we can pick out just from a picture. Now, and when we started with our students, one student says, oh ma'am, there's a man who is wearing a red apron, and I think in the pan he has something hot. He might have cooked it. And what else?
This picture might be from a culinary classes, maybe, or at home. They might be siblings. There are 3 girls and 1 small boy along with their father. They are trying their hands on cooking. I guess so.
Yes.
All 3 girls are enjoying because they are not doing anything.
They are dancing. They love dancing. They don't want to cook, and the boy is cooking with his father, and they are enjoying, and he is trying to bake something, I hope, and this is something really
like
great that we can make out from the picture, and with a smile on their face we see that they are enjoying this. So in every picture, now even if there are no characters, this is a different kind of a picture, then can we read something out of it? We don't have any characters over here.
But still, it says lots of things, like it's a beautiful scenery of a village where sun is rising, and birds are flying, and I guess there is some, although not that much of motion, but I guess the winds are there blowing, no?
Yeah, with the we have that kind of feeling when we read the picture, and it may be the time of dawn that the birds are going back to their home. And one of my students marked, I don't know if even if you could feel it, because the sky is very clear, there's no pollution. He says, I can feel the clean air. So that is the beauty of that picture, that we can read, we can have different inferences. And as I told you, that close reading, because just like in text, we do fast reading and slow reading. Similarly, this is slow reading when we dive deep into the picture. And for teachers and parents, I must say that we can use it differently by asking the students to infer. Means what they are inferring, what they could infer. Means they could infer that he is cooking, and maybe they are preparing for Master Chef, that they are planning to go and they are having the preparations and having their practice session, and something of cause and effect, that this is happening because this has been done, so they are doing this, because they have to go for the Master Chef challenge, so they are practicing their culinary skills. And compare and contrast, comparing two pictures, that girls are dancing and the boys are cooking. So they have different contrast, and even sequencing. Means there's one picture and children can view and imagine that what could have happened before that, what would happen after this. So they can create a story out of it, and that also we'll be doing today with our next story. And this is one of the examples of infer, cause and effect, sequence and point of view. With just a simple single picture, I have tried to explain that. This is the same picture, a boy is there and he is in the pool or seaside, in the sea, swimming. So inferring, the boys, means when we give the exercise to our students, infer something from the picture. So some students gave these different kinds of responses, that this boy is very happy, he is enjoying swimming, he is going out of the pool. He is not in the pool, but he has already enjoyed. This is the inference that a child is giving, that he is just going out of the pool and he enjoys swimming. And some child says that this is me. I am over there, and the boy doesn't want to come out of water.
Right.
This is the kind of inference. And for cause and effect, they are different, same picture, cause and effect. It was a hot day, so he went for swimming. The pool water was very clean, so he wanted to swim. And he didn't want to go for shopping with his mom, so he went to swimming. And his friends were going back, and he also wanted to come out of the pool. Means this is happening because of something. This is happening, so he is going to do this. And similarly, there are sequencing, that the family went out for a vacation, and the boy also, means they are creating a story out of it, that they saw a nice swimming pool over there. The boy said that I want to swim. His mom wanted to go for shopping, and she asked her son if he wanted to come or he could swim alone. So he said, means this way this story has been built up out of it. And a point of view means talking in first person or third person, that I love to swim so much that if it feels so good and I went to swimming. But in third person, that this boy, that boy. So that is also a point of perspective, and it is only from the single pictures we could take out so many things. So this way we understand that every picture tells a story, it stimulates the thoughts of the students, it motivates them to express their views. As you have said, that every child can have different view, different perspective, and every picture says a lot about itself. And this is what is known as picture story, visual story. What we see, we create a story about that. And before we move further, we'll be talking some of the elements that how students can create a story about that.
And the very important question for any students of that particular age, how they can be a master of that.
Yes, and they are actually the masters, but they just want to know that, okay, from this picture, because they feel that what they are viewing in the picture, they can say that only. But beyond that, how to infer that, how to sequence that, and that will also I'll tell when we talk about certain elements of this, and then we create a story.
Why not?
Sorry.
So can we have the presentation on screen? So dear learner, as you can see, we are going to form a story, but before that ma'am will let you know the inputs of the particular thing that you have to keep in your mind while creating a picture story. If you have any query, feel free to connect to us, call us at our telephone number, that is 8800-440-559. Either you can drop a mail at our email address, that is dth.class3rd@cit.nic.in, and in case you have joined us through our live streaming, that means you are on our YouTube channel, that is NCRT official itself. Go to the live chat box and drop your comment out there. We will be happy to answer all your questions and queries. If you want to share your experience, feel free to connect to us. So ma'am, can we proceed further?
Yeah, thank you Renu. And as we were talking that first we should know that every picture has different elements.
Right.
Like there are trees, there are birds, there is sun, there's a boy swimming. So we have to identify these elements. And after that we can ask questions. What is the boy doing? And why is he doing that?
Exactly.
So imagine that. And for this, even we can they can make short balloons, thought bubbles,
speech
or
bubbles,
speech
right.
bubbles, and they can fix it. And what he might have been speaking, what he is thinking, what she is doing, what is the thought, what she had been thinking earlier, and what he would be doing after this. So these, when we use these, because they are the simple dialogues,
right,
and they can create it in the form of a comic or a picture, as
exactly.
a comic or movie is moving in front of them. So this way they can see. And these are certain things, and now we have this picture, and this is the story we'll be doing today. Now what story can we make out of this? What do you think? Means can we certainly make some story out of it?
So ma'am, before we start this picture explanation, let me tell you that we have only 5 more minutes left for the session, ma'am.
Yeah, in 5 minutes we can complete this story.
Okay.
So let's proceed further. That this may be a winter afternoon, and they are sitting in the balcony, and I tried to create a story with these both characters, and I named them Manav and Manvi, and I took them to 3 settings.
Okay.
Different 3 settings. Means now they are sitting over here in the balcony, they are discussing something, and then they went to the garden, and he is wearing tricolor clothes, because maybe it is Republic Day tomorrow.
Maybe, because that's
so
why.
they'll be celebrating that. So I created a story out of a simple picture, this picture.
And ma'am, we would love to hear that.
Yes. And we'll move further. They are saying some dialogues. We tried to fix certain dialogues that Manav asked Manvi what you are doing, what you are thinking. And so a simple dialogue, simple line stating that Manav and Manvi was sitting in their balcony. And Manav asked Manvi that what are you doing, what are you thinking? And she tells him that I'm planning for the Republic Day celebrations, that we all will be going there. They discussed about the Republic Day celebration, And Manav asked Manvi that are you going to take some flags also? If yes, then let's go and prepare certain flags. And Manvi asked that do you know how to make flags? And they thought of making some flags and then they moved to their room. And in the room, Manav tells Manvi that you just have to stick the flag to the end of the stick, and Manvi feels that oh, it's so simple. And they tried to make some flags. They made some flags for their friends because next day their friends were going to be there and they thought that they'll also give them the flags. So they both were very happy, but they have to be responsible enough as well. So Manav reminded her of her duties that we should keep all the things back at their place. And next day, it was 26th January, which is going to be tomorrow, our Republic Day, and all the kids gathered there in the ground in the morning, and Manav called all of them and they gave flags to them. They all enjoyed by singing the patriotic songs and had sweets. But along with that, Manav also, because he was the eldest one of them, he reminded them to keep the flags safely. They should not throw the flags down on the ground after using them. And after that, they all once loudly said Jai Hind and went back to their home. This way, they celebrated their Republic Day, their national festivals.
Yes, ma'am. Would you like to add something, ma'am, as we are running very short of time right now?
Yeah, I would just like to say that parents and teachers should not worry that what kind of visuals they should use. They can take their own old photographs even. Even if they can't find them in the newspaper or magazines, they find difficulty in finding them, they can use the their own old photographs to which they can attach the dialogues.
The real photographs instead of any scenery and
all. And this way they can help their children develop these 21st century skills and not extravagating that these things. Means they really help this type of reading gives a new way of looking at life.
Exactly. And this way of reading make them a good writer also. I can say so. Because
you can experience them.
Exactly. Because their imagination power develops so much, ma'am. Because we are running very short of time, we cannot exceed this session. We have some time constraint. But thank you so very much, ma'am, for this. Indeed, it's a wonderful session, ma'am. Very interactive and very useful session. Thank you so very much, ma'am.
Thank you, Renu.
And thank you so much, dear viewers, for your comments and for being with us. It's time for me to wrap up this session, but stay tuned with us on PMeVIDYA channel and NCERT official YouTube channel. We will be back after a short break with another live phone-in session. Namaskar.